Hello, coaches. How you guys doing today? I'm hopping in a little early because our internet has been acting like crazy around the house right now. So I said, you know what? I want to do this video. So let me just hop on, okay? So for those of you who are just seeing me for the first time in your feed, my name is Elise Michelle. I am a content creator and I am a marketing coach for coaches. And so today I want to talk about self-discipline. Is it overrated, right? We always see people saying that, oh, you need to be more disciplined in your life, right? You need to have more order in your life. We hear that a lot. I know I do. So today I want to talk about, is self-discipline overrated? Okay, so if you have not grabbed my coaching business starter kit, you definitely want to do that right now. You can go to elisemichelle.com/the kit so you can grab that. It's a great freebie that you can really like. If we talk about self-discipline, I've already mapped out how you can be more disciplined in your life, in your coaching business, so that you can market it to get it in front of the right people. So go to elisemichelle.com/the kit if you're interested in that. If you didn't get the link for that, just put yes in the comments and then I'll send you the link right to the freebie. Okay? All right. Okay. So for those of you who know and see me pop up in your feed, you know this is not my typical platform. I have not gone live straight from my phone in so long. I really like this because it's a little bit more relaxed, right? But it's going to require me to go live again on Instagram. So if you missed this and you want to catch it again, then you can catch me live on Instagram in just a few minutes, okay? Because I did not charge up my other phone, and my other phone requires Wi-Fi, and I was just like, I don't know if our Wi-Fi gonna go out again. Okay, so that's the sad thing about working from home, is that if they're working on the internet, it goes out, and if you're in the middle of a work day, it sucks. So I guess that's the point of being self-disciplined, right? So let's talk about this. Self-discipline. We've heard it. We know that it might be very important in our business, but is it really overrated? And I'm going to say, in some instance, it is very overrated, because when we think about self-discipline, we think about all the worst things, like we have to exercise 7 times a day. We have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We have to, there's a lot of have-tos in there. And honestly, self-discipline is not really like that. Self-discipline is, how do you manage yourself? I like to call it self-management. How do you manage yourself so that you can get the results that you want, right? And everyone's results are going to be different. My results of what I want for myself is going to be different than yours. So I'm not going to say, hey, if you want this type of result, then you have to do this, this, and this. Y'all know that I'm not like that, because you can have you can develop and market your business however you want to, that feels right for you, and that's the most important thing. Okay, all right, so let's talk about this self-discipline. If you are really having problems, like, you need to have a come to Jesus moment with yourself. Not me have a come to Jesus moment with you, but you need to have a come to Jesus moment with yourself to say, if I am not getting things done, and if I am not getting the results that I want, if I am still stuck in the same spot that I was this time last year, what is it, right? What is it? And you have to look at yourself and say, it's me. So the first step of really understanding how to self-manage yourself is to admit that there is a problem. And I know that's hard to admit, that sometimes you might not be doing something right. Because I'm that person. I'm so that person. So the first step is admitting that there is a problem. There's a problem there's a problem that I'm not getting this result. There's a problem that I'm not increasing my income. There's a problem that I'm not, losing weight, whatever that is, right? I know what my problem was when I was losing weight. I love food and I wasn't exercising. And so when you start to put a little exercise and pull back from the table, you're going to get results, right? I had to self-manage myself. So the first thing is to admit that you have a problem with self-managing yourself. Okay? Can we say that? Hello, Pat. It's okay. Okay, so once you admit that, that's the first step. That's the first step to say, okay, I got an issue. Now, the second step is, why are you not self-managing yourself? Why are you not becoming more disciplined in what you do? Now, let me just tell you this little story. And I thought about this a while back, that our whole entire life, right, someone has managed our life for us, at least for the first, let's say 18 years of our life. Someone managed our life for us, right? Most of us, right? Our parents managed us. They managed when we got up, when we ate, when we, when everything. They managed everything. And then we went off to school, okay? So they managed us until we went off to school, okay? And then school started to manage us by saying, okay, you had to sit here, you have to start class here, you eat lunch here, right? You leave class, right? And then we get to middle school, then they manage us even more by putting us in like blocks, right? You go to this class during this time, the bell rings at this time. And then we get in high school, they even manage us even more with people telling us what type of career we should go. If you're an athlete, you had a coach who was managing you then. And then at 18, you graduate. We all look forward to that. And then they let us loose. And even our parents, they say, okay, you on your own, do your thing, right? No one tells us how to self-manage ourselves when we don't have someone managing us. You understand what I'm saying? I got all tongue-tied. So those 18 years of someone else managing us, they let us go at 18 and we get all confused. Now for me, I went off to college. And so my first year in college, no one taught me how to self-manage myself, because if you know, back in the day, in 1989, that's when I went off to college, right? The professors definitely wasn't managing you. You had to manage yourself. So my first year in college, I almost flunked out, because I didn't know how to manage myself. I was really good in high school because other people were managing me. But then college, I sucked. I literally almost flunked out. My mom was like, you better get yourself together. Okay? And so I had to start setting goals for myself. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to pledge. And so my GPA was not high enough for me to pledge. And so I set myself up, okay, if I want to pledge, you got to get your grades up, girl. And that is when I started to self-manage myself. I started to get a planner. I started writing down everything. I started to say, this is the time you study, blah, 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 right? Once I started to create a self-management plan for myself, I got better results. All right. Because I messed up my freshman year, it took me 5 years to graduate. But I was okay with that, because I really wasn't ready to change my self-management skills, all right? So let's say this. Okay, so I graduated. You go out to a job. A job manages you as well. But then once you decide to become a self-employed, be an entrepreneur, I had to realize that I needed to manage myself. So going to number 2. Number 1 was admitting that I had a problem. Number 2 was identifying why was I not getting the results as an entrepreneur, as a coach. What was happening, right? And what I realized is that I was overwhelmed. I was doing so much. I was the social media manager. I was a web designer. I was the content creator. I was the person who was doing lives. I was doing coaching calls. I was doing one-on-one. I was trying to create products. It was so overwhelming for me. I was literally not getting anything done. And I wasn't getting it done at a level that was getting me income. Okay, I was doing a lot of stuff, but I was doing stuff that wasn't money generating activities. Okay, and I know once we start watching all these other coaches that tell us you need to do this, you need to do reels, you need to be doing TikToks, you need to be doing lives, you need to be blogging, you need to be doing YouTube. I mean, there's so many things. And y'all, let me just tell y'all this. Side note, you don't have to do all those things. You just do the things that you like doing. Okay. All right. So once I realized that I was just doing too much, and even the things that I knew that I needed to do, I had to decide that I needed to outsource that. Okay. And that is when I realized that if I was going to be successful, I had to start self-managing my time a lot better. Okay. And outsourcing was the answer for me. So my initial outsourcing was having someone help me with my social media. That worked just fine until she decided that she was not going to be doing any social media activities anymore. And so I was back to the drawing board doing it myself, and I got overwhelmed again. My income started to drop, right? Good morning, Felicia. And until, guys, I finally found me a virtual assistant that's absolutely awesome, and I absolutely love her. And she saved me a ton of time, okay? So once I realized that I was the problem, like I was trying to do too many things. And again, I'm going to say this to you guys. You don't have to do everything. I know that there's a new platform out there called Clubhouse. I think that's awesome. I am so glad that I can't get it because I have Android. It is only for iPhones because I have this shiny object syndrome. When I see new shiny things, I want to do them. But I'm so glad I don't have it. So I'm concentrating on the things that are working for me. IG, Facebook Live, and YouTube is working for me very well, right? And I can handle that because I have a virtual assistant who is handling other things in the back of my office. I am now concentrating to have a system for my social media as well, okay? So I had to decide what it was. The second thing, or the third thing, is what is my work style, okay? Everyone has a different, they're at their best at a certain time of day. For me, my best is between 11 and 4 o'clock. I know that, right? Even when I was working a 9 to 5, my best time was 11 and 4. Anything after 4 o'clock, Elise would be like, or anything before 11 o'clock. Did I say anything after 4 o'clock wasn't happening? Anything before 11 o'clock, not happening either. So you have to decide what is your true work style. Now, I know that there's a lot of books out there saying get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, get your day started, all this kind of stuff. That's not me, okay? Now, I do get up a whole lot earlier than I did before. It's because I work out with my husband now, okay? And working out with him early in the morning, getting us, working out, eating breakfast, that's our time together. And then at 11 o'clock, he will tell you, I will make my way into this office and I will work a solid 11 to 4 o'clock. I come out maybe around 1:30ish and eat lunch. We'll eat lunch together, or sometimes we might not, right? He'll be in his office doing what he's doing. But at about 4 o'clock, Elise is shutting down the computer and she is going to either sit and watch a little TV, right? One of her shows, and then she's going to plan dinner. That's it. That's me. I know my work style. I know what works for me, right? 11 to 4 is my best time. I don't even take client calls after that. If you guys know who are club members, I do all of my sessions, like coaching sessions on Sundays around 4 o'clock. Because at the end of y'all's coaching sessions, I am done for the day. So, I know I'm rambling on, right? But it's just, I'm so passionate about this. And letting you guys know that if you are not disciplined in what you are doing, you're not consistent, you fall off the bandwagon, you get overwhelmed, it is not your fault. The system that we went through for the first 18 years of our lives failed us for the real world. And it's so sad because I am going into being, I'm about to spend another, I'm about to go into my 50th year, right? Me being 50, living on this earth. And I did not realize it until around my 40ish that the system failed me for the first 18 years of my life because it did not teach me how to manage myself. And so when I hear the word self-discipline, I think about this regiment. And it sort of makes me like, I don't like the regiment. But I now know that I can create a routine that works for me. I can create habits that work for me. I don't have to follow what everyone does, right? I can tweak it and change it to make it work for me. That's the key. And that's okay. And I'm about to end this because I know I'm really rambling now. Sometimes if we just self-assess ourselves of why is it that we don't like something, right? Why is it that it sucks that I have to do this? Well, one, because it doesn't fit into your personality. You're doing something that just doesn't fit you. And so you have to take the time to think about, why is this not fitting for me? Why is this not working for me? Why do I hate this? And what will work for me, and replace that. See, a lot of times we are thinking what other people, if we don't do it this way, it's the wrong way. And I had that moment today. Let me just share that with you, and I'm going to end this, right? Because I really feel like I'm really rambling. Today, I normally do my lives at 12 o'clock. Okay? And I normally do my lives from my computer, and I use StreamYard. Well, I almost got myself in a tizzy because that's my routine. Like, what are other people going to think if I hop on early? Oh my gosh, they're going to, it's going to be confusing for them. But I realized that, look, girl, it's going to create more of a tizzy for you if you don't do this now. Because if you have to wait later when the internet is like stable and not going out, then by 3 or 4 o'clock, you're not going to have the energy to do this live. So do it when you are at your best. I went to breakfast, I came home, I put on a little makeup, and I said, you know what, you're going to go live on your phone. Do it imperfect. It does not have to be the perfect way that you used to do it. The ideal is to share valuable content with you and show up for you, okay? So, yeah, it's not the same. It's not my regular time that I normally show up. Who cares? I did it. I'm doing it. And for those of you who are used to seeing me at 12 o'clock, or you used to seeing me in a different format, well, hey, we all need a change, right? But for those of you who normally see me at 12, you can just watch the replay. This is not going anywhere at all. So I just wanted to share that with you. Yeah, yes, the typical self-discipline is overrated. And what people are not sharing with you is that you can come up with a way to self-manage yourself. Okay? Self-manage yourself. Figure out, one, admit that you might have a problem, right? And you need to figure out how to manage yourself. 2, figure out why you're not getting what you're getting things done, right? Another thing is, another way is to look at things that you, write a list of the things that you need to stop doing. Write a list of things that you need to stop doing. That is a powerful exercise. And then look at the list of things that you know you need to do, but you hate to do. Create a list like that. And then you outsource those activities. And then write a list of things that you love to do. And those are the things that you keep. Like going live, I cannot outsource going live. Like I have to do that. And number one, I love going live anyway. Like I like doing videos, okay? So once you do that and you figure that out, then you figure out what is your work style. Where do you work best? And again, you don't have to do that 8 to 5 kind of thing. You don't have to get up at 5 o'clock. You do what's best for you. I used to be a morning person. I ain't now. And I'm okay with it, okay? So that's all I wanted to say, really, right? That's all. And I hope this helps you to let you know that you have control of your own life. You have control of how it goes. You do not have to ask for permission from anybody to say, can you do it this way, right? You don't have to wait for a checklist to say, okay, start your day at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then at 8 o'clock do this, and at 9 o'clock. If you need something like that, then get a coach to help develop that for you. But I'm just telling you, you don't need all that. You just figure out what works best for you. If you can knock out a day of work on your business in the first hour of the day, right? And that's between maybe 1 o'clock. Maybe you're night people and you can do work from 12 o'clock at midnight to 1 o'clock at night. In the morning. You might be that kind of person. More power to you, because I'm not that person either. Okay? So I know, again, I'm rambling. I'm going to end right now. I really am. I just want you guys to really know that you can build a business, a coaching business, your way. You can take your time. You can go as fast as you want to. Right? I'm just here to give you the strategies, the tips, the skills, the resources that you need, that you can pick and choose which works for you. One of my clients and my club members said it is called a la carte coaching. And I like that, right? All right, guys. So again, a quick reminder, if you have not grabbed the Coaching Business Starter Kit, you definitely want to grab it right now. It is a great freebie resource for you to map out how to market your coaching business if you are struggling with marketing it. You can go to alisemichelle.com/the kit to grab it. If I went too fast and you want me to send you that link personally, put a yes in the comments and I will send you that link. All right. You guys have an awesome and blessed day, and I'll be talking to you later. Peace out.